What's up, everybody? This is Average Planeswalker, and it's been a hot minute since I've done a video pertaining to Magic, or in any case. But real quick, I've moved back to the States. I'm back home with family, close friends who are family. So it feels really good. I was living in Japan for the last 3 years, and life happens, so sometimes you gotta make changes. I still hold a very deep root in Japan, heart-wise, soul-wise, as a person. I still have close friends there, and I'm always welcome back to, go back to teaching or helping out like I was doing over there. So that is a thing I will be doing in the future, like visiting. But I'm Japan dripped out. Gotta cover that up, sorry. Anyway, all right, so today we are going to be playing some Standard Strixhaven just dropped, and we're going to be playing all the best cards: Emeritus, the Emeritus, and the Emeritus, and the Emeritus. And if you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about.
Think about it. Dylon, 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 and Dylon. Because I spit hot fire.
But I'm just kidding. We're not playing any of those. Today we are playing a new build of I want to say, I think if I remember right, it's Orzhov, right? So excuse me, I have my camera over here while I get everything set up still, and then I have my game over here. So you'll probably see like the side of my face. I might move it once I start playing. But anyway, let's get into the deck tech, and remember to go check out my website, ronin-tcg.com, and check out my trading card game. I'm working on the coding for an online client that's web-based, so anybody around the world can play. I'm still working on Japanese translation as well, and yeah, hopefully that'll come through and everything. So thanks for coming back, and let's get to the deck tech. Side note, my bad. During the deck tech, I forgot to hit record, so it's just going to be an image, but you're going to hear me talking and jaw-jacking about the deck, all right? My bad. Oh, my Lanta. All right, so, and this is Abzan, my bad, not Orzhov. Orzhov is black-white, Abzan adds the green. So this is, I call this the Reckoning, because that's what it actually is. So if you know anything about my channel, or if you're new, I always do best of 3 in Standard. I don't do best of 1, because it's not a real format. So Strixhaven came out with a lot of powerful cards. It's a powerful set. It's a very strong set, and what I love and I always love doing is Super Friends. So that's what we're doing today. Is we're gonna do some Super Friends. So we have 2 Get Lost, we have 2 Bitter Triumph, we have 2 Collector's Vault, and this is a card that's not very played. It's not played very often. Collector's Vault is a 2-drop artifact, and for 2 mana you can tap it, draw a card, and discard a card, and then you create a treasure token. So it's a type of ramp, and you'll see why we want treasure tokens later. But also ramping is also very good when it comes to Planeswalkers and Super Friends. The other thing too is that this can fill our graveyard, and that'll become more important later. I'll explain that later as well. We're playing Louis Pompous Pillager, which is 2 black and X, and it comes in as a 2/1, has lifelink. When it enters with X +1/+1 counters on him, and when he enters, he deals X damage to target opponent. Because he has lifelink, that damage you're doing from X, actually you gain that life. And there's just going to be some blowout wins with that. I've already had a couple like that, so, and I'll get how that combos with the rest of the deck. We're playing 2 Split Up, and we're also playing 2 DOJ, because there's still a lot of ramp and mid-range out there, and when you're playing Super Friends, you need to make sure the board is clear, so we got to make sure of that. And with our spot removal, that kind of helps us. We have 3 Ancient Cornucopia in here, because we want to be gaining life, A. B, we want ramp, and C, we need mana of any color too. Even though we're playing Abzan colors, we still want all Wooburg. We are playing the Emeritus of Abundance. I just added this in, and it did work, like, immediately. So this is a 3-drop 3/4 with Vigilance. With Vigilance. And all the Emeritus cards, there's a new mechanic in Strixhaven where it was kind of like how in Eldraine we had the storybook cards. You could cast either or. That's not the case here, but the template of the card is. So the way this works is the creature has to become, or it has to become prepared. And then the little spell at the bottom, you can then play that card. So when this enters, it becomes prepared. Once she enters, she becomes prepared. Whenever this creature attacks, if you control 8 or more lands, this creature becomes prepared. Again, so it has a way to, A, prepare itself on ETB, and then how to re-prepare itself throughout the game. And the spell we get is Regrowth, which is a very powerful spell from old school days, which is 1 and a green, return target card from your graveyard to your hand, which is a sorcery. And that's very relevant because it doesn't say land, it doesn't say creature, it doesn't say non-land, it says return a card. And that is very powerful. We're also running Blossoming Tortoise. When it enters, you mill 3 cards and you return a land from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. This also gives us ramp. Your activated abilities of your man lands cost 1 less to activate, and land creatures you control get a +1/+1. We don't activate our man lands all the time, but I like having the 2 cottages just in case. So we have that. But this also gives us our ramp, like I said. Professor Delian Fell is the truth. The truth. Homeboy is legit. And I'm not going to lie, I was questioning him when he dropped because I don't really play green-black a whole lot. I enjoy Golgari, but I just don't. I'm a control guy. So I enjoy control. But he piqued my interest. And so he's a 4-drop, 5 loyalty walker with 4 abilities. +2, gain 3 life. 0, draw a card, lose a life. -3, destroy target creature. And his -6 ultimate, you get an emblem with whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. So it's like a Blood Artist effect, you know? Kind of like what Sephiroth has. When you flip him, I mean. So the dangerous thing about Delian is he comes in at 5 and it's a +2. So you plus him once and you're immediately threatening an emblem. And the thing about this emblem that I think a lot of people don't realize is they think of the Blood Artist effect or any other effect that kind of like you lose life, gain life, things like that. Most that you see says if you were to lose 1 life, then you gain 1 life or vice versa, right? This is whenever you gain life, period. So the amount of life you gain is how much they lose. So if you have 1 emblem, and I've had 2 emblems of this, and those stack. So if you have 2 emblems, and then you +2 Delian, you gain 3 life, but you'll trigger 2 emblems, and they'll lose 6 life. It gets ridiculous. But you combo that emblem with Pompous Pillager here. So late game, mid game, you do X for 5, 6, 7, and first it deals damage to them. So you hit them for 7, and then you gain 7, and then the emblem triggers, and they take another 7. So like it just stacks, right? So that's 14 off of like X being 7, and you're gonna get into the late game. And you're gonna have the ramp to do that. So yeah, Delian Fell, legit. We're running our 2 Elspeth, because why not? She's one of the best Planeswalkers in Standard. I'm very happy to be running my Dreadhorde General. This is my favorite Liliana out of all of them. I know everybody loves Liliana, not Vess. Oh, my Lanta? Why can't I remember 3-drop Lily right now? Anyway, OG 3-drop Lily. That's going to bug me. Of the Veil. My bad. Anyway, Dreadhorde General has been my favorite Liliana since she dropped back in the day. So I'm glad she's in Foundation, so she can be here for a long time, so we get to play her a lot. But she's a 6-drop, 6 loyalty. Whenever a creature you control dies, you draw a card, which is very relevant because we board wipe like crazy. +1, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. -4, each player sacrifices 2 creatures of their choice. So if you sacrifice 2 creatures, you're drawing 2 cards. And -9, each opponent chooses a permanent they control of each permanent type, and they sacrifice the rest. That is pretty much irrelevant. You kind of have to build around that ability, like playing Doubling Season, ramping up, and then boom, immediate hit ult, right? So we're just here for the +1, the -4, and the draw ability, which are still really, really relevant. So when you +1 and get a 2/2 zombie, if you have Elspeth out, you're getting 2 2/2 zombies. So it's really good. A few new cards here, aside from the Emeritus and Delian Fell. I have found out that Converge is very strong. Converge is very strong. Very difficult to pull off, but very strong. So Sundering Archaic, we're running it as a 2 of, and it has Converge. And Converge means that whichever colors that you use to cast it, it goes towards the ability of Converge. So when this creature enters, exile target non-land permanent and opponent controlled with mana value less than or equal to the number of colors mana spent to cast this creature. So at most, you're going to do 5. So I've gotten rid of monuments, I've gotten rid of enchantments, I've gotten rid of planeswalkers, I've gotten rid of creatures that had indestructible that I couldn't destroy, so I exile them instead. So this Sundering Archaic, I almost want to put one more in the sideboard just to have a 3 of, because there's some indestructible things happening. And then Graveyard Recursion is the thing, so you want to make sure that you exile. But anyway, that is just a premium removal at 6, which, you know, it's only a 3/3, but you just removed and exiled something, right? But it also has another ability that if you tap 2, you put target card from a graveyard on the bottom of its owner's library. So you can grab whatever cards you want to put back into your deck, which is really good. Or if they are Reanimator, you can choose their card to put at the bottom of their deck, and then they don't get that trigger. So keep that in mind. We are playing one of, I usually have 2 in here, but I've had to cut to make room. But this card is just bonkers. Again, you're going to do it for 5. So it has Converge. It costs 6. Target player draws X cards. Together one deals X damage to any target, and you gain X life, where X is the number of colors of mana spent to cast the spell. So it's always going to be 5, because we don't have our 6 color mana yet. We ain't got purple. So again, if you have an emblem from Delian Fell, you're going to be drawing 6 cards. You're going to deal 6 damage to whatever you want. Take out a planeswalker, take out a creature, or do it straight to their face. If you do it straight to their face and you have an emblem, you're dealing 6 damage, and then the emblem triggers, they're going to take another 6. So that's 12 off of this. And then, you're going to deal 6 damage to them, then you're going to gain 6 life. That's going to trigger the emblem. My apologies. And then you deal another 6 damage to them. So that's 12 damage for 6. Plus you're drawing 6 cards, and then you're gaining 6 life. 5 life. 5 cards. Anyway, this card's really good, really strong. Again, I want to put it as a 2 of, but I got to figure out what to take out. Having 3 Delian Fells is worth it completely. So, but then again, now that I have the Emeritus of Abundance in here, maybe dropping 1 Delian Fell might be okay, because then I could just kind of recur it. But then again, we are playing the name of the deck, Moment of Reckoning, and this is a 7-drop, 3, 2 white, 2 black, and this is easy to cast more than you think. Choose up to 4, and you may choose the same mode more than once. Destroy target non-land permanent. Return target non-land permanent card from your graveyard to the battlefield. So you're going to be just... This is why Collector's Vault is in here, because at the beginning of the game, you're going to want to discard your Ugins, right? Because we're playing Ugin, obviously. So you're going to want to discard your Ugins. You're going to want to discard your Lilianas. Maybe discard an Elspeth. And in the early game, they might destroy or they might kill Delian, right? So then you have a whole graveyard of planeswalkers that you can put back onto the field. The other thing too is, like, if there is a artifact, enchantment, a non-land permanent that is a menace, then you can do 1, bring back 3 things, or destroy 2, bring back 2 things, or vice versa. However you want. Whatever the situation requires, right? So the power of this card is just crazy. It's just so expensive. But when you're ramping and you got a bunch of mana left over to do things and you're making treasure with Collector's Vault, it's not that bad. There's been times where I've had 3 in my hand and I'm just like, I don't have anything to recur from my graveyard. So then I'll just blow up 4 things instead. And it's a huge blowout. And then if you're having 1, 2, or 3 cornucopias, you're going to be gaining 2 life off of that. And if you have 2 cornucopias, you're going to gain 4 life. If you have an emblem, that's going to trigger that. And it just kind of like combos into itself. So yeah, and then we're running 2 Eye of Ugins. Basically, we're just here for the on-cast, exile something, and then gain 3 life, draw a card. Because with an emblem, you gain 3 life, deal 3 damage, and then you draw a card off of it. So it's just really powerful. And then if you happen to play a Collector's Vault, or if you happen to play it together as 1, or a Sundering Archaic, then you're going to trigger Ugin again. So We're not there to like add 3 mana, cast something else because this has converge, this has converge. So you're not really looking to do that. We're not worried about the -11. We're just there to +2 and make them as essentially fog fodder. So you want them to attack the Ugin and spend all resources to get rid of Ugin, and then you come back with a bomb again, or you just reanimate him again. Like it's insane. Our land base has 3 plains, 3 forests, 3 godless shrines, 2 shadowy backstreet, 3 overgrown tomb, 2 restless cottage, 2 underground mortuary, 1 demo field, 2 fountain ports, and 4 starting towns. Starting towns is very important to this deck because this is what's going to get you to the other 2 colors that you need, aside from Collector's Vault with the treasures. And not only that, Fountain Port can make treasures for you as well. So you have ways to get that mana base going. But sometimes there are times, or you have Ancient Cornucopia, there are times where you might not have 5 mana, and that's still fine. You can still draw 4, deal 4 damage or something, gain 4 life, trigger Delian Fell, and that's still value. So always just keep that in mind. Sideboard, we are rocking 2 Erodes. This is the new, quote, Path to Exile. There's a lot of skepticism about the card because you're ramping. You don't want to hit Llanowar Elves. You don't want to hit things that aren't going to really threaten you all that much. You hit Badgermole Cubs. You wait to hit Deep Cavern Bats until you need that card back. Don't immediately hit it. And then you hit other threats. The other thing that I've been mostly hitting this with is Planeswalkers. Easily. So I will give you a land to take out your Planeswalker. I have no problem with that. We're running 3 Seam Rip, 1 Ghost Vacuum, 1 Soul Guide Lantern, 2 Disenchant, which is the best anti-card against Izzet when it comes to Monument. We are also running Heritage Reclamation, which is another great card against Monument, but it also gives us a draw outlet against Reanimator. So if they have something that they're going to target with either Yuna or Superior Spider-Man, then you target that card, and then you get to draw a card as well. Can you target with Superior Spider-Man? I have to look that up again. I don't remember. Let's see. Kutzel's Flanker. This is really good when you need to remove their graveyard. Excuse me. Or if you want to gain 2 life and scry, which will trigger more Delian Fells. So that's also a good thing. Or if you need like a 3 power blocker, that's really good as well. And then 2 Bezas for the early aggro. But also, if you have Delian Fell Emblem, you gain 4 life, you trigger damage, like it gets crazy. So this is the Reckoning, and I've been having a great time with it because in the first few days of release, I was trying to figure out what my deck was going to be for this season, right? So anyway, that's the deck. Let's get to some games. So we get to play first. We're going to keep this. These days, the way Arena RNG is, if you get 3 or 4 lands, you pretty much keep. If you get 2, unfortunately, you keep because you have a high probability of only getting 1 on the mull, which sucks. Let's see. I don't know what our opponent is playing. We're gonna drop down the back street, go ahead and surveil. We don't have anything to do till turn 4 anyway, so it's just fine. We'll keep that on top because it's only one of them in the deck, honestly. Oh, they missed a land drop. That sucks. Well, this is going to snowball pretty quick. Play the turtle. See if we hit a land. You gonna erode? You are! That's fine. I'll take another land. Let's go. So, I wouldn't have eroded that creature, honestly. Especially that low mana. You just put me to 6. I guess we'll just go ahead and kick this out. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fine. So we'll just do for 4. Draw 4 cards. We have Reckoning, so we are going to get rid of the Godless Shrine. We have Elspeth here. I mean, the game's pretty much done. it's up to the opponent if they want to go to Scoop City or not. So they're playing Boros Aggro. Yeah. Alright, sure. So they're going to play 2 of these. I have 2 removal. I think I just hold the removal. We'll hold the Elspeth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do the Elspeth. We'll bait the creature to attack the Elspeth. Because they're going to pump these 6 shots. Yep. See where they attack. My concern is if they have protection, they win. Because they might have the double up. Okay.
Dark days lie ahead.
That costs 2. So we know we're playing against Aggro. Boros Aggro. Yep. Which one's this targeting? So we're just gonna go ahead and get rid of this one. You take 5. So we're just gonna run out Emeritus. We're gonna play to get back the Sundering Archaic. Because we can get back Elspeth with Moment of Reckoning, and we'll keep up Get Lost mana. But I want to play Sundering Archaic so we can exile the 6 shot. Okay. Ping one of our leads. Seems good. Yeah, that's not happening. So they got, I can't really say they got mana screwed in the beginning because it's Boros Aggro. They usually run off of 2 to 3 lands anyway. But still. We rock the 2 Bezos, Kutzel's Flanker, 2 Erodes, and the 2 Seam Rips. Drop. Excuse me. We'll drop both of those. That's fine. Where are we at? We're going to keep the Pillager. Board wipes. Did you take out the Tortoise? So this is the most difficult part, is like trying to figure out what to take out. 1 Cornucopia. And then 2 Tortoise. Yeah, we'll just do that. Because we've got to keep removal up. We've got to keep pressure. That's terrible. Two hands, no land whatsoever. Well, we might have just lost this one. Ah, that sucks. Getting the Ugin off the rip. I mean, what are you gonna do for 1, homie? No, we don't need that. I don't know what they're thinking or what they're trying to do. It's 1 white. You're good. About to give him the old snooze over here. I don't know what they're waiting for. We take the 2 damage. Ancient Cornucopia. They're not going to tell me no. Unless they have a, not a braid, but something else to get rid of it. Oh wow, they do. Oh, they don't. Okay. They reckon it. Sure. Oh, they're gonna protect it? Yep. Restoration. Sure, that works. Three, 4, 5, tap. If we can get one more mana, then we can get some Liliana going, but at the same time, it's a... let me just get that out of here. You played yourself. Oh, let's go. Got there. Make a dude. They probably have,
Time to get my hands dirty.
they probably have, get lost. Can we top deck a land?
Ugh, looks like you're on your own now.
I knew that we did. We'll keep that there. They're probably going to have some sort of removal for this. Lightning Strike, or Boros Charm, or Get Lost. Sure. We Ugin next turn, so that's fine. And then if they get rid of Ugin, we have 2 walkers to pick from our graveyard. I think our opponent was trying to play the slow game, and I think that might have been detrimental to him. Submit 0. Just draw a card again.
I see no threat that I
Oh snap, they don't got a way to remove
your
him.
mind to possibility.
You don't need a land. So as you can see, we're all set for our reckoning. Yo.
Focus. Breathe.
Let's grab... honestly, I kind of want to grab a Get Lost, because I can get Reckoning with my other walkers. I'd rather have some sort of removal at the moment. Let's crack one of these. That's fine. So we're pretty much set. We have all the removal. We have Board Wife. We've got Ugin on the field. Sure. I can't remember the spell that's like Pump Up or something that doubles the power and toughness, or the power. And then they can get Double Strike. I just have a feeling they have the protection spell. What's it called? Restoration Magic, yeah. Like, honestly, I'm not even going to crack Ugin for 11 because we don't have enough colorless. Okay. Trying to figure out if he has Restoration Magic. That's all we're playing around. Yeah, he's got Restoration. It is what it is. Shogunai, right? Oh, okay, Boros, whatever. Sure, Ugin's still alive, it's whatever. And we get a Bitter Triumph.
Discipline strike.
Let's go ahead and get it in there. It's like, whatever, dude. Like, probably should have hit me in the face with all that damage, honestly, because you weren't killing Ugin, so, I mean. Anyway, alright, let's get to the next one. Alright, here we are. Game 2. Win against Boros Aggro. Got the dub. We don't get to go first on this one. Three lands and a Delian Fell. Let's go. And removal. We'll keep this. I wonder if they're on mono black or not. Yep, mono black. Okay. So they take the Bitter Triumph, but they don't know we have a split up with no matching mana. Let's go, homie. Get the Bitter Triumph. Let's go. He's probably reading a Moment of Reckoning. Sure. Yep. Yeah. I guess we could kind of put out a threat. We need a land, that's for sure. So if we get a land, we get Bitter Triumph and Regrowth to get the Bitter Triumph back. Or Emeritus doesn't survive. Two removal for one? 2 for 1? There we go, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, let's go. Delian just keep getting us life.
Follow my instructions, and
hit
you
Delian
the
for
right
3, go to
spell
4.
turns poison to medicine.
And this targets only 2, right?
Remedial at best.
Yo, let's go! We got there. Now we're down to 1 card, and we still got removal
Never
up.
take
That's what I'm
growth
talking
for
about.
granted.
Fountain Port, press again. Put out the Tortoise.
The right spell turns poison to medicine.
Tap. We lucked out by getting a Godless Shrine and a Plains, I'm not gonna lie. Artifact or creature. Okay. So there goes Pillager. Good thing we have 2. And then he's gonna hit the Tortoise, which is fine because we're gonna attack with it anyway to get it back. And we get an Elspeth. Let's go. Check this.
Your final exam begins now.
So we can do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. GG. That's so disgusting.
You must. Together.
That's insane. What do we got? Okay, yeah. The writing was on the wall. So we're going against mono black. The only thing I could think of that would be really good is because they probably have the Chalice enchantment that splits into a demon, draw a card, things like that. So I want disenchant, 3 Seam Rips, take out an Elspeth, Lily, Eugene. Let's see. 2 Mo for show. 1 Tortoise, Tortai, and Archaic. We'll just do it that. What else does mono black have? I just need a lot of removal essentially, which we just added a few more. Graveyard Hate we don't need. Between the board wipes, the disenchant for the chalice, get lost as removal, triumph removal, seam rip as removal, and the board wipes removal. What else? We should be good. We got the Godless Shrine, so we got the Seam Rip. If we can top deck another land, then we can Cornucopia, which would be really good. So we'll go Underground Mortuary first. See if we can surveil into a land. Let's go. Turn 2, we do Collector's Vault, and we can start getting that engine going. There goes Seam Rip. If it takes Cornucopia, we're going to Seam Rip immediately. Oh, no, not immediately. I'll still do Collector's Vault. Yeah, if they didn't hit the rip on rip, then... Okay, sure, that's fine. Slasher is a problem because this hits only 2. So let's go ahead and do this. Yep, we gain 1 life. We're about to take some damage. God, Slasher is just so busted. Oh, you really use a board wipe. It's really the only thing that's gonna save us. Oh, let's go! Oh, my Lanta! Yo! The magic gods shine upon us. Alright. Aye. Let's see. Yep, we'll take this enchant. Wait, why? Alright, put this out, that's fine. End the turn. We don't have anything in the graveyard right now, huh? Sure. We get rid of Lily. Excuse me, because Reckoning we can get it back. We want to do Together as one, because we want to get rid of the Slasher again. We have to postpone Slasher as much as possible, honestly. Whatever this card is, we just have to discard it, which I forgot it was Disenchant, not gonna lie. Alright, so we're gonna go black, white, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, we're gonna draw 6, we're gonna hit that, bingo bango. Just get that out of the way. I think if as long as it's stunned on it, let's just get rid of this right now. No, actually, we'll wait until they upgrade it. So if I highlight over it enough, they'll be like, oh, maybe I should use that. Okay, let's see. I think I just get rid of this, because I can Reckoning the Liliana, which will have them sacrifice 2 creatures. Or I can Delian Fell. Hit this one. Should have gained 2 life, but that's... Go here. Get Homeboy.
Sit down. I'll hit you. I knew you were unprepared.
Drop this. Tapped. Next turn we can Elspeth to minus the Slasher to get rid of it. Sure. Keykeeper Malakir. Oh no, I just split up. I don't know what the heck I was thinking there. Forgot that was in your hand.
This will only sting for a moment.
And then...
Join the fight.
The resilience this deck has is just crazy because you're just gaining life again. And then you're just putting out... You don't have as much creatures, so all their spot removal just doesn't really do much. And it's like they don't want to waste spot removal for a token, essentially. Like, look at that. They had to pay 4 for that. That's fine. Or 3. Because that's kicker 1. Everything has kicker, by the way. Everything is kicker. Let's hit up one of these. Go here against your life. Drop out another 2.
I can.
What's in here? I can get Lily, and then, like, that's it. So I'm not really too... Actually, we can activate this and see what we can discard. That'd be really good to try it. No thanks. We're pretty much in the win column here, so... Players can't draw cards or gain life. At the beginning of each player's draw step, the player loses 3 life, searches the library for a card, puts it in the hand. Oh, let's go. As the kids say less. Can't gain life, that's fine. So, let's do this. Get rid of the gatekeeper knowledge here. Alright, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Actually, we'll get rid of the enchantment, because I don't want them to search. It's only for us.
Warriors, rise!
I have life
There's
essence
a combat
to spare.
wombat. And we still have Collector's Vault to activate. What's great is we get 2 treasures because of Elspeth, which is dope. Yeah, Sundering Archaic being able to hit a non-land permanent is just like it's insane. It's insane. And then it's a it's graveyard removal on a stick too. So just powerful. All right, so that's the deck. That is the Reckoning, which is Abzan. Would I consider this a control deck? I kind of feel like it is. Abzan mid-range control, right? Like Super Friends control. I have played against some Izzet decks with Monument, Crude But Rude, and Painter's Servant. Whichever that enchantment is, right? The top tier Izzet decks, and I don't always beat them, but I've beaten them quite a bit, and that's mostly because of the sideboard. Having Heritage Reclamation, and having Heritage Reclamation and Disenchant, along with Soul Guide Lantern and Ghost Vacuum, really just destroys that deck. And then being able to also throw in the Flanker to exile the graveyard, having the Seam Rips or the Erodes you need. Like, the sideboard is built to counter the Izzet decks, but the sideboard also works well against almost anything else. The downside to this deck is I haven't played a real control deck yet, and that's what I fear. I fear that a control deck will beat this deck. And obviously there's going to be other decks that beat it, but I feel like that's going to be our worst matchup, honestly. Because with Izzet, we gain so much life throughout the game that if we go the long haul, we're going to sustain, and we're going to be able to come back. With control, I essentially have to wait for them to tap out. I have to know the counter deck cards, such as like Quench, which I would have to keep 2 up. Pierce, which is Spell Pierce, so I'd have to keep 2 mana up. So if I play something like Moment of Reckoning, I'm going to play this for 9 essentially, trying to keep 2 mana up in case they have like a spell pierce, and then I could pay the 2, you know? But if they just have hard counter, which a lot of decks aren't running hard counter these days, it's usually pay 2 because they're cheaper. So usually then I'd probably go that route and play smarter in that aspect, because I'm a hardcore control player, so I kind of have an idea what to look out for. But also as a hardcore control player, I know that I don't have as much removal and ways to deal with planeswalkers. There's a few, but not a lot. And control decks don't run a whole lot of creatures, so they're either going to mill you out, which we have disenchant, reclamation. We have ways to get rid of those, the mill aspects, things like that. So that's my concern, is against a control deck, honestly. But this is Abzan Super Friends control, I guess. So thanks for stopping by. You saw the deck performed. It performed very well. And don't forget to check out my game, ronin-tcg.com. I'd really appreciate that. Let me know what y'all think. And once I get the client going and that going web-based, I'll make a video about it and everything. So thanks for coming by. And I'll try to make some more videos and kind of get back into the groove of things. So if I can make some more decks. I have some more ideas about Converge that I want to do. So, all right. Appreciate it. And I'll catch you later. Peace.